everybody. We are doing a video because somebody asked in my comments on how I did the Bakugo headgear for My Hero Academia. First I'm saying I don't really have the materials right now, so I do have some of it, so I'm gonna at least do the base part. Starting off with at least the orange part. I don't have any more black, but I can always do some other options to make another foam piece look black. I can take a marker, paint it black, but you are getting the foam adhesive with the sticky back that you can peel, and it has the sticky part on it. First off, I'm gonna go on and say this. I'm gonna show you the exact type of foam I have. All right. From Amazon, can't pronounce that. Mercro self-adhesive foam sheets. They come in several different colors. I usually just get like the multi setup. But eventually I'm gonna have to get like a pair of orange by itself and a pair of black by itself. It's $7.99 for 10 9x12 sheets. So that is the foam that I use. All right. Now, continuing, you will get another piece. Like I said, I don't have the black, but you will actually cut that in half. So you can either fold it or, work it into a half and cut you a half piece of this foam section, because that is going to be the smaller part that goes on top of the orange. So, and it should come out something like this, but the smaller half on top of the orange. Now, you will flip over the back to where the sticky part is, because you can actually draw your pattern on that side. Now, with that being said, you can look up online and look up explosion patterns and just print it out through your printer if you don't feel confident in you making it look like an explosion. You can print it out and just make it a bigger size when you print it out and use those as patterns. So you can look up patterns online that you can print off to make the explosion look. Me, I just went with it on my own style. Now, I just made a random pattern, but basically you just making like you drawing a mountain. To make the sharp edge, you do a straight line going all the way down first to the middle. Then you can start doing your ridges in, and then just make sure when you get to the other corner, make the biggest long other part of the explosion, and that's your pattern for the explosion, and just cut it out. You can always keep the extra orange part if you want to add a little bit more of a layer on top, or if you want to add another layer of orange on top of the black, then that would be also another idea. So, and oops, sorry, hold on. So after cutting this pattern, I would do the same thing on the half piece, making the same pattern on the back of it. And of course, once again, after you cut out your pattern, you put that smaller piece on top. Now for the back side, I'll show you that part. Please remind, this is 7 years later, still trying to, and I'm planning to redo these. But you can take hot glue gun or glue. I got a cheap little glue gun that's inexpensive, also from Amazon. This one was like $10, and it came with its own little kit of glue sticks already with it. Now these are the really small, thin, fine glue sticks. So, hold on, let me get them out. Like, that's fine glue sticks. That you, and this is a plug-in which you can plug in, and it'll take a few minutes to heat up, and you can basically take that hair clip or hairpin, whatever you have. If you don't have that specific type of hairpin, you can get some hairpins that are like this, that will just be the clip, and all you have to do is basically put a little bit of glue on top of this, and you will press into the back of the design. Now I will say this. Now this is the clip I would prefer you get, but they do have these in a longer size, much longer, that you can use to fit the whole area. All right, this is one of them that I have, which is a 45 piece. But honestly, I prefer the really super long ones. That's like salon clips that you can use to put on the back side and just glue it on there. Now, you can either do glue gun, or you could do something a little more permanent, as in cement glue, something else that's sticking. I just went a cheaper route because at the time I made these, it was something I need to do like in a hurry. And then here are the other ones, the long hair barrettes that actually has that other type of backing that comes in two pieces, and you could just glue across once again, or cement glue, or any type of adhesive, and then you glue it on the back side of the biggest orange piece. So I actually hope that kind of explains it a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna have to totally do this one and get me some more crafting sheets, because I'm out of the. Or I could just take that 1/2 sheet and, get a black marker, black paint or something, and make it black to put on top of the pattern, and then of course, the clip, glue it. You can also, tape it on, let it dry for a couple of hours or overnight, so you can make sure. And also with the clips, make sure it's the direction that you can handle the best. Where it can easily just clip into the wig or your hair or whatever that's comfortable for you. Um, I hope this is a little bit better of a video. I appreciate you answering the question. But I am planning to remake these a little bit later when I get a little bit more money for the materials and rebuy everything up again. But they starting to break a little bit, so soon I'm gonna have to work on a project for that. But that is how I did the Bakugo headgear from my hero. I hope this kind of helps a little bit better. But I do appreciate everybody showing love on that short so much. Thank you for 30,000 views on that. I appreciate that, because I love doing cosplay and, making it easier for people to um find easier ways instead of actually buying cosplay, because it's getting more and more expensive and the product is getting cheaper. Not necessarily meaning good quality. So I do hope that help you out. Please feel free to ask any more questions if you want about this. But eventually I will be remaking both of them again soon. But for right now, I'll use them till they break. And thank y'all for showing love because that video's like at least probably 6 or 7 years old. So thank you for showing love. I hope that helps. Please feel free to ask any other cosplay questions if you like. This is Gara2424, and um hope to work on some more cosplays and content soon as I have some more time. But thank y'all for watching. Help me with watch time, and thank you. Sub and subscribe if you like. Have a good one.